Gdansk is one of the oldest cities in Poland, first mentioned in 997 AD. Nearly 90% of the city was rebuilt after World War II in the 17th century style. They even have sections of the defensive wall still intact, including some very symbolic gates like Crane Gate, the Green Gate, Golden Gate, and with the statues symbolizing harmony, justice, devotion, and prudence. And the majestic Upland Gate with symbols of Poland, Prussia, Gdansk on the top that were used for kingly entries and victorious battle celebrations. Of the three coat of arms of the Upland Gate, I think my favorite was actually Poland's, mainly because of the unicorn. According to legend, a free unicorn was considered a very dangerous beast, therefore a heraldic unicorn is chained, as were both supporting unicorns in the royal coat of arms of Scotland, which I appreciate because my heritage is both Dutch and Scottish. Our small group tour was taken into Gdansk prison tower and torture chambers. This tower was built in 1637 by the Teutonic Order, a group of German mercenary knights fighting for Christianity. There are very unique features in this building, like a headless man on a facade, the hanging door, and the prisoners here would be chained to the courtyard and their hands and feet would just freeze off. Next up is the Royal Way, or Dolga Street. This street was used by royalty to get to the center of town and town hall. The Great Armory was built in 1600 and is the finest example of the Renaissance architecture, where you can now peruse fine art and get a glass of wine in the basement where cannonballs were once stored up until the 1800s. The Tower of St. Mary's Basilica is nearly 256 feet high and has a claim of being one of the tallest red brick churches in Europe. It was built in 1343 and over time has changed from a Roman Catholic church to a Presbyterian church, so there are minimal frescoes and towering gorgeous arches. Be sure to marvel at the first clock made in Europe in 1470 that has a strange tale of its creator dying on it. If you wait until 11:55 a.m., there is an 8-minute long show featuring biblical scenes. Walking into this church felt a little like walking into the room of heaven. This is St. Mary's Street, a 17th century version of Instagram where households could sit on their terraces, show off their clothing, people watch, and gossip about it later. Welcome to the illustrious Old Town Hall of Gdansk that morphed from courthouse to asylum to a place where knights took oaths. Be sure to step inside in the Red Chamber. It is quite stunning. The bells toll throughout the city and can be heard from every corner. It is a staple and symbol of Gdansk. I wouldn't miss it. If anyone knows the reason for these random pots on the wall near the town hall, I would love to hear the reason. It is a quirky feature like many other things you can find throughout the city. The famous Neptune statue fountain, used for city celebrations since 1633. Legends say Neptune was so agitated with drunken locals tossing in their coins that he hit the water with his trident, broke the coins into golden flakes, and now the local liquor is infused with these flakes of gold available for your sipping pleasure. Zerwa Crane, originally built in the 14th century, was part of the major shipping industry in Gdansk. It was run by 2 hamster wheels with humans lifting the cargo. It was also used as gate to the city, but it now is a maritime museum. The shipping industry in Gdansk is very important to the city, and it was part of the reason the uprising happened, so be sure to pay close attention to that. There are so many unique things to see in Gdansk that represent the resiliency of not just the city, but the people as well. Take, for example, the memorial to the postman. This post office was the spot where the postmen of the German-occupied Free City of Gdansk resisted the German takeover of Poland for about 14 hours. During this horrific ammunition assault, a burning building smoke out for the sake of protecting the personal information of the dwindling Polish citizens in the city. Eventually, they lost hope for the Polish army to come and save them, and they attempted to surrender several times, only to have each person shot down or burned alive. The remaining postmen and the 2 children that survived initially were taken to a hospital and either left for dead, tortured, or were killed by a firing squad after being found guilty by a German court. If you want to read the full story, be sure to check out the link in the description box below to my website where I explain it all. The incident was truly chilling and a testament to the courage of the Polish people and those in Gdansk who did not want to take their freedom for granted and gave their lives to defend it on so many occasions. Our next stop is a former World War II bunker, where our guide tells us about her grandmother's experience of surviving in Gdansk during that time.
Have until 2 meters thick, so are so huge, and it's original, it's not rebuilt. Just one bomb touched a roof and made small hole and nothing more. It was built in 1941 till 1943 by Germans, and this bunker was for the citizens from Gdańsk, and also my great-grandmother, she was inside this bunker, and she told me that around this building everything was burned. Inside was very hot because of the fire around. Too much people, not fresh air, bad ventilation, and many people couldn't breathe there and they died there. And then soldiers had to put out these dead bodies and then somebody could come inside. But luckily she survived this time, and she was alive 100 years till last year. Yes, she had 100th birthday, so she survived First World War and Second World War. Yes. And she was speaking with me in German language, actually, yes. She was speaking in Polish and German, but she could writing only in German language, because before Second World War time, German language, it was main language here, not Polish language, yes. I have also German surname, I'm Herholz. Yes? Herholz, yes. So my great-grandfather, maybe he was making a furnitures or cutting trees, nobody knows. It's been like a Her is like T and Holz is like wood. So we can say woodman, like double R should be, yes, and then it's woodman. So thanks to her, I speak also in German. I'm making mistakes in German language, but people understand me. But now people don't speak in German language in Gdańsk. Yes, we speak Polish.
Gdansk was surprisingly my favorite city in Poland. It is beautiful, resilient, quirky, haunting, and very unique. And I would go back in a second, which I don't usually do with cities. Despite not being able to see all the sites I wanted to see, I thought I would include a few of them here for you so that you don't miss them either. I would definitely take at least 3 days to explore the city, and it definitely is friendly on the budget. Happy travels, friends, and see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel.
Beautiful building, orange one. That was the king's